When you say you're going to the next phase of reopening, people assume, well, that means everything is okay. Well, it's not okay.
Well, today, Louisiana moves forward with phase 3. What we expect to find out today from the governor and how New Orleans stands with COVID restrictions.
I think that the special thing about this game, for me at least, is that it's the week 1 of our 2020 season.
And countdown to kick off, the black and gold getting ready for the first game of the season here at home. We've got a preview of this historic matchup between Breeze and Brady. That's straight ahead. Plus, rolling up your sleeves for a good cause. The Battle of the Badges is happening right now. How you can help those in need. Right now on WDSU News this morning.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WDSU News this morning.
First at 6, giving you a live look from the Superdome this morning. We are almost there, Houdat Nation. Just 2 days and 9 hours until the first Saints game of the season. Who's excited? We're all excited, right? We know the excitement, speaking of, it is building up for this big matchup, but not so much for the weather. We're expecting rain in the forecast. Good morning. Thanks for sticking with us today. I'm Christina Watkins. For a closer look at how your weekend is shaping up, here is meteorologist Damon Singleton. Good morning, Damon.
Good morning, Christina. Yeah, I wish I had better news about the weekend. I wish I had better news about today, in fact. Grab the umbrella before you step out of the door. You're probably going to need it no matter where you are or where you're headed this afternoon. Here's a look at the current radar picture. As you can see, over towards St. Bernard Parish and parts of Plaquemines Parish, seeing a little bit of rainfall, but that's about it right now. But as I put Futurecast into motion, you'll notice those rain chances going way up into the afternoon hours, especially around 2, 3, and 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's when I'm expecting scattered to numerous showers and storms both north and south of the lake and the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Maybe a few spotty showers will be with us later on tonight. Tomorrow morning we'll wake up mostly dry, but the rain will start appearing once again along the coastline in the latter part of the morning, and then once again some scattered to numerous showers and storms on your Saturday afternoon will also be with us, with a quiet night to follow. And then on Sunday, unfortunately, even a better chance of rainfall on Sunday at about an 80% chance. So expect scattered to numerous showers and storms across southeast Louisiana through the weekend and into your Monday as well. Temperatures are in the 70s right now. They'll be in the upper 80s, low 90s this afternoon.
Starting today, Louisiana will move forward to phase 3. And later on this afternoon, we're going to hear from Governor John Bel Edwards on exactly what that means, what restrictions will still be in place. This comes as we could reach a grim milestone, 5,000 deaths statewide. Right now, 4,991 people died from the virus. And over the last 6 months, more than 155,000 people tested positive. But here's what we do know about phase 3. Governor Edwards says they will not lift all restrictions. Strict enforcement of CDC guidelines will still be in place so that we don't go backwards into phase 2. One of the measures that will stay, masking up. So go ahead and keep those face masks and those face coverings handy. Meanwhile, Mayor LaToya Cantrell says New Orleans will stay in phase 2. She says they are basing their decision off of data, and she wants more details from the governor before making a decision on phase 3. And with that in mind, city leaders want everyone to stay vigilant, especially with this weekend's Saints game. Mayor Cantrell said along with other city leaders, they're going to talk about public safety later on this morning. Earlier this week, police warned fans not to tailgate near or around the Superdome. Champion Square will be closed, as will the ramps to get inside. Police tell us about 24 officers. They will be used for game day security. Their advice: do not go sightseeing around the dome on game day. Don't tailgate on city streets or even parking areas. The NOPD wants you to just maybe go to restaurants that are practicing social distancing or just stay home to watch the game. Speaking of that, restaurant owners, they say they are ready for all the fans, even with the restrictions in place. At Critter Browns in Mid-City, we saw workers adding TVs and turf for football season. Owners say tableside service reservations, they are booked. Over at Wrong Iron on the Greenway, the staff also making those final preps for game day.
It's going to be hard to control that first touchdown when everybody's trying to high five and stuff like that. So is that allowed? Is it not allowed?
And with New Orleans staying in phase 2 right now, restaurants can only operate at 50% capacity. And the big matchup between the Saints and the Bucks, it is Sunday afternoon. Kickoff is at 3:25. At 6:05 this morning, several investigations underway right now after another deadly night here in New Orleans. 4 people killed, 1 person hurt in 2 different shootings. First, we begin in Gentilly. This is where police said 4 people were shot around 10 o'clock last night. This is video from the scene on Rain Drive. 3 people died. A 4th is being treated at the hospital right now, though no word on how that victim is doing this morning. Police say they did bring in 2 people for questioning. Just minutes before this, police said a man was shot on Canal and LaSalle Streets. EMS brought him to the hospital where he later died. If you know anything about these investigations, you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously. That number is 822-1111. Well, today we remember those who died during 9/11. You are taking a live look right now from New York. This is where thousands will pay tribute during a ceremony at Ground Zero to mark 19 years since the terror attacks. Today's tributes, they're going to be different because of the pandemic. And one major change this year is there will not be any live readings of the victims' names. Instead, organizers will play recordings of family members reading the names. The ceremony will honor the 2,983 people who were killed 19 years ago today. President Donald Trump and Democratic challenger Joe Biden both plan to visit the Flight 93 National Memorial in Pennsylvania today. And also today here at WDSU, we continue a yearly tradition that started after 9/11, honoring first responders. This is the Battle of the Badges blood drive. It's also a friendly competition between New Orleans police and the fire department to see which department can get more blood donations. And as Heath Allen tells us, there's a greater need right now in the wake of Hurricane Laura, the wildfires out west, and COVID-19. Good morning, Keith.
So here's the thing. We're here with the Battle of the Badges. Where are we? We're generally outside the palatial studios of WDSU Channel 6, but now we're at 3500 Canal Street, St. Vincent de Paul Adult Learning Center, and actually new digs for St. Vincent de Paul here, and they've been very gracious to, because of COVID-19 and needing the space available. You guys have stepped up and allowed us to do this blood drive here. Talk a little bit about St. Vincent de Paul and why you guys do this.
Well, we want to be good citizens here in the community. We've had a relationship with the Blood Center for many, many years. Obviously, we support the fine work of our fire, EMS, and police. We're just happy to be here to provide a facility this big for them to do it. I mean, you can see they've got a big setup here, about a dozen or so tables. So everybody come on down and support the police, the fire, and the EMS here in the Battle of the Badges.
St. Vincent de Paul is known for stepping in and helping the poor, helping those in need.
Absolutely, and this falls right into that mission. Again, you know, our central location here in Mid-City, you know, we're going to be able to provide the services to help. We've been doing outreach with COVID since, you know, the pandemic. We're working with our other VOAD organizations with Hurricane Laura evacuees at the convention center and around town. So it just plays natural to be supportive here of the folks with the Blood Center in this time of need.
There you go. Michael Champagne with St. Vincent de Paul. And again, this is the Battle of the Badges. So right now, Advantage Fire Department. Chief Tim McConnell, you're here. You're getting ready to donate. We talk about the first responders. We watch every day. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. You guys always respond.
Well, it's what you do when you sign up for these kind of jobs. You know, let me, if you don't mind, I'll do that.
I don't mind.
I feel muffled in there. You know, it's what you sign up for these jobs. It's called the public servant for a reason, and I'm very proud to represent the men and women of the department who, you know, when the bell goes off, they go and they show up every day, as do our counterparts in police and EMS. And just proud to be able to come out here, and when you have a disaster like the hurricane that hit our state, but, you know, across the whole Gulf South, we're always in, you know, harm's way. The amount of blood that's needed right now, this couldn't coincide at a better time, although we do it every year on this date. This is just a real appropriate time to get out and raise some awareness about it and get people to come out and donate blood to help the community.
You know, 9/11, I mean, it touches all of us. Certainly it touches firefighting.
Certainly, excuse me, 19 years ago today was quite a historic day for the entire country. Obviously, it hit New York and Washington and Pennsylvania, but it affected everyone. And to utilize it for good like this every year is a good thing.
All right, well, we're going to go get your pound of flesh. I mean, a pint of blood. Fire Chief Tim McConnell with the New Orleans Fire Department. Again, this is the battle of the badges. And again, Advantage Fire Department, the chief is here. And we'll see as the day progresses. You can come in and donate blood. We're at 3500 Canal Street, St. Vincent de Paul Adult Learning Center. They provided space so that we can socially distance during this COVID-19 situation. You can come in and you can donate on behalf of a police officer, firefighter, EMS, you name it, first responders. Toss me that, Tim. There you go. And you get one of these nifty T-shirts. Wait, I said nifty. They bet me I couldn't get through the whole doggone thing without saying nifty. There you go. Battle of the Badges. Y'all come out and donate. Help save lives. Guys, back to you.
Well, with Chief McConnell there, looks like NOFD has the advantage. Heath Allen, Live Force, thanks so much. You know, this morning, thousands are still in the dark in southwest Louisiana after Hurricane Laura. We'll tell you how energy leaders are working to get the power back on. And don't forget, you'll find our WDSU weather forecast every weekday morning on Nash 106.1, the Crew 106.7, Alt 92.3, and 102.9. We'll be back.